What's up guys, and welcome to the latest Marquee Matchup pack opening. EA just released a new set and we have 4 high caliber matches to complete. We have the Chelsea versus Arsenal derby, we have Monaco versus Nice, Juventus versus Inter, as well as Sporting versus Porto from Liga NOS. Now on paper these games look fairly expensive, but I think if you do them right, these challenges are well worth doing, especially if you consider the rewards. Overall, we can get packs worth 107,000 coins, and I definitely will not use players that are worth that much. So on paper it makes sense, but obviously it depends on the players that we get. With that said, let's get going with the challenges. The Chelsea versus Arsenal match, we need 1 player from Chelsea as well as 1 player from Arsenal. We have Ospina in goal from Arsenal, as well as Chalobah from Chelsea in midfield. Other than that, you need 4 rare players. So with Ospina, we already have 1 done. We also have Slimani, Townsend, and Carrick to complete the remaining 3. Overall, you need a 78 rated team, which we managed perfectly. We had a 78 rated team as well as 89 chemistry. We only need 85, but that is just fine. Overall, you need I used a full Premier League squad because then it's pretty easy to get the chemistry, especially with the Chelsea and the Arsenal player in there. But obviously you can use different routes as well. But given that the chemistry is you don't need a lot of chemistry. 85 has some leeway to be flexible. I went for a full BPL team though. But as you can see, I didn't use the right positions every time. Have a CDM at left mid and yeah, a bunch of other non-optimal positions just so I can use that leeway in terms of chemistry. Let's cash in that team and we get a premium gold players pack. And move on to the next challenge. Now overall this week, the team of the week is not that good, but obviously there's still the man of the match cards out there from the FA Cup, the orange card, so I wouldn't mind packing one of these cards once we open the packs afterwards. Now, the Monaco versus Nice match, you need 1 player from Monaco, 1 player from Nice. We have the Monaco left back as well as the Nice striker. Other than that, you need 7 players from Ligue 1, so basically my entire left side, predominantly my left side is Ligue 1 players. We have 1 from Paris, we have 1 from Lille, and a bunch of others from Nantes and Marseille. Especially, you can use players that you don't need in squad building challenges anyway. The Marseille player, for instance, there's no right mid position in the Olympique Marseille squad building challenge, so that player will not be worth much. So you can just use him in this squad building challenge here. Other than that, you need 90 chemistry. So what I did, in order to use these 4 players that do not have to be from Ligue 1, I went for 4 Liga BBVA players in the back, just to get 40 chemistry basically with ease, and also actually quite clever here, connect the French guy to the other French guys to get even a little bit more chemistry on the center mid and the left back from Monaco. Other than that, you need a 75 rated team, which we managed perfectly again, and we actually had some room to use some bronze players as well. So it shouldn't be too expensive to complete this particular challenge. Let's hand it in and we get another premium gold players pack for that one and move on to the next one. The Juventus versus Inter match, you need again 1 player from either team. You need 1 Juventus player. We have Sturaro from Juventus and center in the cam position. And we also have Biabiani from Inter as our right mid here. Now in this case, you need a full Calcio A squad, and also all goal players, so there's not a lot of leeway to move around with other leagues, other card ratings. You need a couple of rare players as well, which we have Biabiani already, and then we have the Portuguese guy that we play in the right back position. Chemistry 90 is not too difficult if you need all Calcio A players anyway. Shouldn't be too difficult to get to 90 chemistry. With that said, let's hand in that team as well and move on to the final one. The final one is from Liga NOS and it's the Sporting versus Porto match. And in this case, you don't need to play the team, you just need 1 player. They could be from Sporting or Porto. We have a Porto left wing here that we play, so we don't need any Sporting players. Especially nice because I haven't completed the Sporting squad building challenge yet, so I don't have to give up any players that I will need in the future. In terms of the other players, you only need 6 Liga NOS players in total. So again, my left side basically is Liga NOS players. There's no rating requirement here, so you don't need to use goal players. But since I have already completed the Benfica one, the Benfica squad building challenge, I have no problem giving up 3 Benfica goal players. It gives me a lot of chemistry in this case, and I will not need these players anyway. For the right side, as I said, you have 5 positions that you can fill with other players from other leagues. I decided to go for the 3rd English league, just to get a bunch of chemistry on that side, and then my goalkeeper is totally unrelated. 2nd Bundesliga doesn't matter at all. We have 99 chemistry, only need 85. With that said, let's hand this team in as well, and with that we also complete the overall Marquee Matchup challenge, which will reward us with a mega pack, which is of course a 35k pack, and in total, as I said before, these packs that we collected so far are worth 107,000 coins. Let's move over to the stores and open them. Let's see what we can get. Hopefully one of these man of the match cards. But before we open these packs, we still have some packs from this week's Super Deluxe version, and also 2 silver packs from the bronze pack method. Let's quickly open these. We get one Spanish guy from Sevilla, that is, and someone else from the Eredivisie. Let's throw him in the team, and let's send that guy. Let's try to send him to the club and sell the other one. Yes, we can place him on the transfer list, so we at least make a little bit of profit from that pack, even though it was untradeable. And I think we have one more before we go to the Super Deluxe version packs. What do we get in this one? We get a Mexican player, Munoz. Can probably use him in the Liga Bancomer squad building challenge. Yes, indeed. And we get another one from the 2nd French league that is probably not that useful, but nonetheless, we put him into the club. Now, the double loan team of the week pack. This week's team of the week is pretty bad, I would say. We have Robben as well as Chiellini as the best rated players, both 89 rated, but we get Semi Eto'o. Obviously, these packs, so at least for me, they have never given out any high rated team of the week players. We get Eto'o as well as Hasebe from Frankfurt. Let's store those 2 in the club and then move on to the gold packs from the Super Deluxe version. We have 2 of them. Let's open the one. James Rodriguez on the pack. What do we get in the pack? We get Kouyaté, that is, from West Ham, a solid BPL midfielder. I think, yes, I already do have him in the club. A bunch of Spanish players as well, but other than that, nothing too exciting and nothing worth mentioning really. Let's send all the duplicates to the transfer list and store the rest in. Oh, let's send that card to the transfer list as well. And let's store the rest in the club. Now, one more of these packs and then we move on to the Marquee Matchup packs and hopefully pack a nice card. Now, in last week's Mark of the Matchup, obviously I packed Arjen Robben, so that wouldn't be too bad this week, especially given that he's team of the week. We get Castillejo in this one. Let's see what else we can get. We get Maxim from the 2nd Bundesliga, and again we got a lot of contracts on this one. Let's send these ones, this one into the transfer list, as well as the duplicates. We got one Turkish player who probably goes for a little bit, given that he's from the Super League with the current squad building challenge, but we put those up for sale after the video. Now, the Marquee Matchup packs. Obviously, the silver packs, even though they're not worth that much from a coin perspective, this one is worth 7k, they can be worth quite a bit from a player perspective, especially if you pick players from the clubs like Toulouse. And in this case, we pack Politano from the Serie A team. Let's see what else we get. We get a La Liga player. We can probably use him in the future in one way or the other. Other than that, nothing really. Let's just send all of them to the club. We get one Bundesliga player in there as well. Might be useful when the Bundesliga squad building challenge comes out. I have no idea when the next squad building challenges will come out. I was expecting them for quite a bit now. But I guess EA had some bugs to fix with the weekend league last week, so maybe they postponed it internally. So let's hope for this weekend. Now we have one Jumbo Premium Gold pack, we have one Mega pack, as well as 2 Premium Gold Players packs. Let's go with the Jumbo Premium Gold pack first. We already opened 2 of them before. What do we get in this one? Well, at least 1 rare card it seems like, but as it is a player from the Mexican League, Sosa. Could have been better, could have been worse, obviously. At least we haven't had him yet. We put him in the Tigres squad building challenge afterwards. Not a lot of players though. Must mean there's quite a bit of duplicates in here that we can put on the transfer list. Another Besiktas player as well, and another one from the Ligue 1, so we can definitely sell those ones later. The rest we just send to the club, and now move on to the let's go with the premium players packs, 25k packs. Again, Rames Rodriguez on the pack. We got 3 rare players. Again, no big player. Pretty disappointing so far with the rewards we get. We get Balarabi in the pack. And who are the other 2 rare players? We get Laval from the Turkish league, as well as Donza from the Serie A. Other than that, let's look at the leagues. We get 1 Liga NOS player, so that's pretty good, especially given that we gave up quite a few players before. Bunch of duplicates, perfect link duplicate, Videla and Acuna. Let's send those to the transfer list. Primera División, that's where they were from. I already prepared that league as well. I'm really curious what EA will give out as a squad building challenge league next. I prepared for a bunch of them. Hopefully it's not one of the top 4, because that would probably be quite expensive. Let's go with the other Premium Gold Players pack first. I think it might be one of the weaker leagues, probably one of the Asian leagues, because they haven't basically attracted that market yet with a squad building challenge, as we pull Gorkufir from Rennes, so another Ligue 1 player that we can use if, yeah, we haven't had him yet, so we can use him in the squad building challenge. But again, guys, I'm disappointed. We get a Sporting player. But other than that, does this guy sell? Let's look at that guy, Finlay. It was a rare silver card, but apparently he doesn't go for much. I'm already done with the MLS, so check out the video of me getting Jovinko if you're interested. Doesn't seem like we have a lot of pack luck today. We have that player, we had him in one of the earlier packs as well. Let's send those to the transfer list and send the rest to the club, and then we move on to the mega pack. Now this pack will pretty much decide whether it was a good marquee matchup for us or not. I think overall, given the cards that we pull, we didn't make huge profits. We didn't make a loss either. So I guess on a total perspective, it was well worth doing. As I said before, they're not that expensive, even though they look quite expensive on paper. I would suggest you do them. But let's open the mega pack, guys. What can we pull in the mega pack? There's 3 guys on the pack. What do we get in the pack? No big flair, no man of the match, no team of the week, guys. Pretty disappointing pack opening. We get Witzel from Zenit St. Petersburg. Let's see what the other players are. We get Castro, Rode, Ben Yedder, pretty neat player that I used on my other team, and Townsend again. So we just submitted him, got him back, and another Liga NOS player. Well, I guess it was worth doing the challenge, but let's send those to the transfer list as well, plus the Bufal and Heller as duplicates. Oh, well, that screwed me over. I have not enough space for those guys, so I'll just sell those after I stored the others in the club, and then I just discard the others. Bufal doesn't go for much anyway, Heller definitely doesn't go for much anything, and the others are just consumables. Well, that was this week's marquee matchup. We did the Arsenal versus Chelsea one, we did the Monaco versus Nice one, we did the Juventus versus Inter one, plus the Porto versus Sporting one, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you packed. Hopefully you get one of the orange cards. Hopefully you get one of the Team of the Week cards. I did not, but as I said before, I think it was well worth doing. We made a little bit of profit, I think. I will put it down in the comments below how much I made on average once I've done selling all this stuff, and I will see you in the next video.